Hi everyone, it's Nicole Spohr here today with a boy and girl baby card featuring the Spellbinders April 2020 large die of the month called Happy Celebrations. Much like the small die of the month club kit dies that coordinate and work with the previously released Truckin' Through the Seasons club kit dies, this set is a fantastic add-on. It comes with like sports images, cupcakes, birthday type of things, celebrations as the name says, and then some baby items like the baby bottle and the rattle, and then I'm using the package from the original Truckin' Through the Seasons, the gift package, with those images. I love the add-ons. I know I've mentioned this before, but Spellbinders keeps coming out with add-ons for Truckin' Through the Seasons, which just extends the life of the original die set, which was phenomenal to begin with, and it just gets better and better the more fantastic things you can do with it. Much like my background in my wedding card from the small die of the month for April 2020, which I'll link at the end of this video, I'm starting with a background from Fun Stamper's Journey 10 Pail cardstock. It's a beautiful light gray cardstock. It's my favorite. I love this. And I embossed that 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch panel with the Love Stripes embossing folder from Fun Stamper's Journey. It's going to give a nice subtle pattern to the background, and then I foiled the Spellbinders Essential Glimmer Rectangle largest glimmer plate from this set with silver foil to that background. It's going to help draw your eye in to what's going to be going on in the center of this design. I'm a huge fan of the essentials, whether it's the dies or the glimmer plates in all 4 shapes. I know I probably keep saying that, but I honestly love those products. They are just what their name says. They are essentials, and they add a lot to a project. This project is fantastic, but that little dotted border is just incredible. It helps frame up your card design, no matter what kind of card you're making. So I really love this. If you love foiling, I highly recommend the glimmer plates. If you don't have a foiling machine, the dies are awesome too, and you can get a lot of similar looks with those, just with some layering and stuff like that. Now, after I foiled the border, I am taking a glimmer plate from the April 2020 Glimmer of the Month Club Kit called Celebrate the Day. Just like many of the club kits for April, they coordinate back to Truckin' Through the Seasons. So this time, instead of a die cut image for the tailgate of the truck, you can glimmer it. And I am not actually going to use it for the tailgate on this design. We're going to be using the It's a Boy and It's a Girl from the large die of the month, but I am using Happiness Delivered from the Celebrate the Day Glimmer of the Month set up at the top of the panel. So it's going to be Happiness Delivered, and then on the truck it'll say It's a Boy, It's a Girl. It's a fantastic set for adding a little something to cards. I used it on these cards. I'm using it on another set of projects that's coming later this week, and I also used it for many of my cards in the card kit of the month video. So I will link to that at the end of this one as well, so if you want to check it out and see how you can use the glimmer plates from the April Glimmer of the Month kit in some other ways that aren't with the truck, you can see that there. Next, everything about my trucks and the accessories are exactly the same, with the exception of the colors that I used for the rattle and whether it says it's a boy or it's a girl. Otherwise, it's all the same. I did all of my die cutting. I made little stacks of all of the things so that I made sure I had 2 of everything from the Truckin' Through the Seasons and the Happy Celebrations sets. And then I started assembling, and I assembled the baby bottles, the rattles, I think that's about, well, the tailgate, and then I'm going to start putting it together on the card. You want to make sure that you leave that little slot in the bed of the truck. You don't want to put adhesive there. That way you can easily tuck whatever you're going to put in the bed of the truck in. I die cut the truck from some white pearlescent shimmery Fun Stampers Journey specialty cardstock. I've used silver mirror cardstock, silver shimmer cardstock, the black kind of pearlescent cardstock for the wheels. I used all the specialty papers from Fun Stampers Journey here just to keep the truck kind of consistent. And I wanted it, while it's the focal point, I also don't want it to be, I want the baby items to really stand out. So we got all of those there as well. I just love all of these little dies and building all of these fun little scenes in the bed of the truck. It's so unique and fun. Keep in mind as well that you do not have to use the truck with these. The baby bottle, rattle can totally be used on their own. The rest of the images from this, sports memorabilia, cupcakes, party hats, these all can be used on their own as well. So I will be sharing more ideas with this a little bit later this week and in some other upcoming projects, because there's just literally so many things you can do with this outside of using them with Truckin' Through the Seasons. We almost have our first little truck all assembled. We want to make sure and add those wheels. We want to add the rear view mirrors. All of those little parts and pieces just go into making the truck so stinking cute. And then of course the tail lights that I'm die cut from some silver shimmery cardstock, and we'll pop those in place. Really quick and easy to put these cards together, especially assembly line style. I know that I have quite a few baby cards for friends that are having babies that I need cards for. So I love being able to have a ton of these on hand just to be able to send out. I don't have to worry about making a card last minute. I'm a big fan of just having those kind of things on hand. And I'm needing baby cards and wedding cards, things like that. So it's nice to be able to kind of replenish my stash. We're going to go ahead and build the other background just like we did the first one. One little thing I really like to do with the Truckin' Through the Seasons that I want to mention since I'm doing it right here is that I die cut the truck from my main color, and then I die cut it again, usually from like a silver mirror cardstock, so that I can inlay those little pieces to really help differentiate all the parts and pieces of the back of the truck. I like that a lot. I know it takes a little bit extra cardstock and a little bit extra work, but I do really love having that little silver mirror cardstock. It ties into the bumper of the truck, to the side view mirrors. Just looks really, really nice. We'll fill the little bed of the truck with all of these cute little items. Going to add our little side view mirrors. Craft tweezers come in so handy when you are working with little small pieces like this. I like to hold them with the tweezers, add my liquid adhesive, and then glue the pieces in place on the card background. We're layering the die cut It's a Boy. Now this is a really fantastic thing that Spellbinders does as well. There's the rectangle piece. So that's what I die cut, the silver foiled piece for the tailgate on the truck. And then you can use it with the different sentiments to die cut the frame and the sentiment. And it's interchangeable, and you can use it with any of those sentiments that come in the kit. And there's this particular large die of the month has Way to Go, You're Number One, Game Day, Birthday, It's a Boy and It's a Girl. And here's a look at both finished cards. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for these It's a Boy and It's a Girl baby cards featuring the Spellbinders April 2020 Large Die of the Month Happy Celebrations. The supplies I used to create these cards are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here are a couple more videos featuring Spellbinders Club Kits that you might be interested in. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.